Aloha High Vibe Tribe. It has been so long. How are you? And my intro was very loud. To figure that out, let me just get to comments and see who's in the house, and we'll just wait for a few more people to join. I'm a little bit late. Why am I not seeing comments? There you are. Hello, Rainy Angel. Welcome. Say hello, whoever is here. Can you all hear me okay? I haven't done a live for so long, so except with Rob the last couple months. So anyway, I see that there are 5 people that have joined. So I'll just wait for a few more people to join, and I'm gonna do a collective reading for us all. And you can hear me. Thank you, Rainy Angel. I'm gonna just do whoever joins, please say aloha. Please say where you are from, where you are on the planet. Aloha, Crystal. Good to see you. And how things are going for you. And what I want to do is, so I'm going to add on to, thank you. Aloha, Christine. Happy New Year, everybody. Aloha, Bianca. Thank you so much, sweetie. Yeah, I know it's been a long time. It's been a long time coming. Last year just kind of got away from me and like the rest of us. So I'm gonna add on to what I shared yesterday, and then I'm also gonna do collective reading for us for the year of the dragon, and also it is a new moon in Capricorn and a 111 portal. Aloha, welcome Arizona, Raven, Toltec, Arizona, fantastic. Welcome Rainy Angel in Missouri, I love that. Pickled Starship, I love that. San Diego, aloha. Why don't you all just share how you're doing? We've had like so many light code activations and DNA upgrades and solar flares. Really started a couple days before the solstice. And even though I shared yesterday that we were on a pause, we were integrating a lot. And especially like the big one hit between Christmas and New Year's. And I think that really big one hit like the New Year's weekend. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I ended up being around a lot of people I found out later were not well. I noticed that a lot of people were not well over the holidays. So I know that they were integrating, they were sort of coordinated with the solar flares, and they maybe wouldn't have known that, but I know, a lot of people were contagious too. So I had to sleep a lot. I took a break. Love and light, love contract. I took a break, but I am back full force, and I just wanted to come in and give some love to the tribe because it's been a while, and I appreciate you all so much. All you new subscribers, everyone who's been with me forever. Whenever you watch this, it's going to be timely. And I wanted to just say Happy New Year and bring in some messages for us today. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you for the California love. That's fantastic. So for those who are new, I'm actually in the Pacific Northwest. I'm outside of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. But I'm a starseed, a light worker, a quantum healer, a deep akashic reader and clearer. But I also GridWorker, work with the dragons, and welcome Rainy Angel, thank you for being here. So I do all sorts of things. So my work has evolved. Anyone who was with the live with Robert, when you go back to watch it, we talked about a lot of topics today that have been kind of taboo for a long time. So if we do, like, if you guys have some great questions, I'll pull some cards around them as well. But I think it's just as starseeds, or light workers, as we're evolving, our work has to evolve as well. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do another collective reading for everybody here, because it's the new year, because it's my first live in a long time, and I want to pull some dragon energy. So for those of you who are new, or haven't been able to watch any of my recent videos, we are in the year of the dragon. It won't be official until February 10th, but it's the year of the dragon, the wood dragon, the emerald dragon. It's a very powerful year. The last time we had the year of the dragon was 2012, and that was a hugely expansive wake up for starseeds and lightworkers, was 2012. And so we're going to have, I do feel there's going to be a lot of exposure of many, many things this year. So I want to see what comes in for us all to see. But yeah, even though I'm in Canada, I'm deeply connected to the United States. I've always been, visiting friends, traveling on holiday. That's always also been a part of my GridWork assignment. And then my GridWork went global during 2020, when the lockdowns were on. And for those of you who are new to GridWork, many of us care for and activate and heal and clear the light grid systems on the planet. So They always showed me, if you've ever been, you've been on an airplane, you know how they would have those maps in the fold out information with all the planes flying everywhere. That's what the light grid looks like. We came in as Starseeds and Lightworkers to clear and heal our grids in our local area and around us, for those who are called to do this work. And this year it's going to be more important than ever. And I'll talk a little bit more about that too. But let's just do, first off, let's just do a collective reading, and I'm going to pull some dragon energy for us. So yeah, it's going to be a huge year. The dragons I've been working with since 2017, but they really started coming in at a deeper level just after the 9/9 portal in September last year. And the reason being is so that I can assist all of you to work with the dragons. And I'll talk about that in a little bit too. So, oh, happy belated birthday, Christine. So you still have an opportunity to release everything that is not going well and then activate your new timeline for your birthday portal for sure. Yes, happy belated solar return. That's right. But I would say like the beginning of this year has been weird for everyone. It's just only now, and what got my attention with the Chinese New Year, it's been brought to me every year. But last year it came my way because I'm Year of the Rabbit. So last year was Year of the Rabbit. And Year of the Dragon, of course, like stood out to me because of the deep dragon energy that I've been working with. They help me close dark portals in my area and help me with my grid work now as well. But it's going to be a very powerful year, and we're to utilize their assistance for this year. Yeah. Okay, let's pull some cards for all of us for the tribe, and whoever watches later, thank you. If you watch this later, thank you for liking, sharing out, subscribing, and also what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, if you have any questions, afterwards, leave something in the comments, okay? And I can add that to the next show for sure. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So we got Halls of Amente Initiation. I'll just pull the cards first, and then I'll dive into the deeper meanings. Yeah, this is interesting. This is a good. That's why I wanted to do a different reading for this tribe, just to see what wants to come in. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So the Halls of Amente. This didn't come in for our reading today, but it came in when I did some readings about the mall aliens in Miami. And if you all see the bottom of this card, see the checkered floor. So that's a symbolism of the connection to the whole thing, the whole, thing that the initiations, the Masonics, the things that we came into heal and clear and override this lifetime. So what's interesting with this is it says secrets revealed and initiations. So I'll just reiterate that the time before the solstice and we're still post Mercury direct. We still have like maybe another 5 days or so. We're being given an opportunity for initiation. A lot of it's been in our sleep. We've many starseeds and lightworkers reported very intense dream work through that time frame, and like memories of being on assignment, being with other starseeds and light workers. Rob shared that he had one where he was being chased, and I had ones like that 2 weeks before where I was actually helping other starseeds and light workers relocate to different areas. We also had dreams about being on ships, but they overrode that with something else. So we didn't know that we were on a ship till later. So yeah, we did lots of deep inner work during the Mercury retrograde and during the holiday period, but also it was to prepare us. We were all being briefed, we were all being briefed. We were in meetings and our memories get wiped when we come back, but we were being briefed for what's coming for 2024. Okay. So right away for 2024, we're going to have secrets are going to be revealed, and we're all, many of you are still going through an initiation period. That's okay. The initiations, also known as shadow work, also known as there's a pattern, I don't want to do this anymore. As again, it's not fun at the time, but it's a gift to let us know, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. So how can I clear and release it? I have been going through just as much deep work as all of you have. But like I said, and I was writing, and I shared in the video yesterday that we were like on a pause from the solstice until January 1st, and then the pause got removed, and now we're back in the game. The game is back on fully, and I think part of it is realizing we are in a game. Okay, so if we have things going on with family, That's karma that we came in to clear and heal with them. Our families are our biggest teachers. If we, are feeling low or sad, then we're to make a choice to do something like exercise or something to shift up the energy. Some of you might be feeling disoriented. I've been feeling disoriented until today because the light frequency coming in has been so strong. It's been making us all feel kind of woozy, ungrounded. Last night I was dizzy, and I've not been dizzy for years. So we're going to go through waves of different symptoms while our physical body integrates, which means adapts to the light frequency getting stronger. That's one of the things I'm going to look into today. I want to deep dive into the solar flash and see if that is still going to happen or if we're just moving on to stronger solar flares. And I think it's the latter, but we're going to see what the cards want to bring in. Okay. The next message that came in is Memories of Atlantis. And I shared this as well in the last live. Spiritual acceleration, which we're all going through, progress, and technology. So again, we're to use technology wisely. I feel everything at the back end is now AI with all applications. So there might be some things today that I speak in code because I want to make sure this video stays up. We are technology. We are the technology. Like, we're not to rely on all of these tools all the time, but sometimes we need it to get around and to do stuff as well. But we're definitely not supposed to get coaxed into using the AI stuff all the time, because we're feeding the AI information and then it's building from that. And then at the back end of the AI is not good. So just to be conscious of that. The AI and the technology in Atlantis was the downfall of Atlantis, okay? But we have very powerful abilities that go far beyond this technology as well, okay? And a reminder that all of our devices have quartz crystal in them as well, okay? And we're becoming quartz crystals. That's right. Third message that came is ancestral realm. So part of the healing and the karmic clearing that we're doing right now is connected to our ancestors. Karmic release, healing the lineage and boundaries. I would say right off the bat, those are the three key messages for all Starseeds, Lightworkers, all 144,000, is we came in to clear karma. We came into, which is the karma is connected to old stories, old realities, I did this to you in your life. I'm now back and I'm going to clear it. It's all in our Akashic records. It is like it it's old stories, and some of the karma is not ours. Some of the karma is from our ancestors. It's in our DNA, it's in our lineage, okay? So we're healing the lineage. We are the generations that are saying no to things, that are making different choices, that are saying, "Oh, I see this pattern." Like, as an example, okay, so maybe every personal relationship I have had has had a theme to it, and that theme has always ended up with not feeling great. It's ended in trauma or stress. So then that would be something that you probably brought in as an ancestral pattern, because we came in to create a different reality and to make different choices. Okay. And then boundaries, well, that's huge. Boundaries is huge. That's the word no. That's the word of not spreading your energy and your light to so many people that you get depleted. So no is a yes to yourself, and no is a yes to containing your energy. And I feel like we're still in that needing to contain our energy until Uranus goes direct on the 27th. Okay. Now this is interesting. I'm going to pull we got the Anunnaki. I've only got one. So when I mentioned Team D are these folks and all the other dark ETs and all the dark beings down here that are being controlled by them. And the AI is behind the AI is the next level up. Okay. So it's interesting that this card came in. So we're to be on high alert. All right, that energy is everywhere. And what I briefly shared yesterday was, when we keep working on ourselves, when we keep raising our vibration, they can't see us, they can't find us, they're not able to locate our whereabouts. Okay, but anyway, it's interesting that they came in. What I love about this card is that actually the last message says end of a cycle, so that's good. But I want to pull a clarifier about the Anunnaki. I think it's just more about the game's not over. They're still here, and there's the Team D is still here, so we're to be on high alert. Okay. All right. That That's interesting. Okay, so we got 2 cards that came in. Venetian Galactic Council. So that's a very divine feminine star. So overall, we're all working with star being councils, whether we remember it or not. We have benevolent beings on our team, and they're just letting us know to keep answering the call, and it's time to shine. Okay. And the other card that stuck to it is the Stargate heart. Now, our heart chakra is our mechanism, our Stargate system to keep us on a higher frequency, a higher timeline, and Team D can't see or locate us. Okay. So on that note, I'm going to get into this a little bit more. The reason I offer the JSEALS removal, the advanced JSEALS removal, and I've also got an AI nanotech clearing and healing removal session, is it removes the implants and the tracking tags where they can locate you. Okay, so there's just that, and I'll talk about it a little bit more because I want to talk about the Orion system. So our heart chakra, in the meanwhile, is as soon as we move back into our heart, it is the key to helping us through these times. Okay, so that's good to know. And what came in the last show was the game's back on, and the game is Team D wants to push us off our pedestal, remove us from joy, create problems in our reality so that they can keep us on a lower timeline and then play with us. And so we're to recognize what's going on and get back into joy. All right. Okay. Now I put all the cards back, but I'm going to pull a couple of dragon messages for us because I want to talk about the year of the dragon. So yeah, I want to talk about the year of the dragon. So tomorrow, or right now, we're in a new moon in Capricorn and the 111 portal. So it's a powerful time to setting new intentions for the new year. So even though, in our reality, the new year started January 1st, literally it truly doesn't until we get to the first new moon. And then it really shifts energy when the Chinese astrology shifts, and the Chinese astrology shifts after the second new moon. So we'll be in the Aquarian energy for the year of the dragon. So that's good. It's a much lighter energy. I find the Capricorn energy a little bit heavy. So those of you who came in as Capricorns, that you chose that, you came in with a lot of responsibilities that you're trying to figure out. So it can feel a little heavy. Okay. Let's pull some dragon energy and see what dragons want to say today for all of us. I love it. They're just leading me right into the information, even though I have a list. Okay. All right. So this is interesting. We've got 2 black dragons, which is super interesting. Now, one of them came in Rob's show, but the other one is connected to Saturn, which is also connected to the Orion system. So let's start out with. So what they're letting me know is this is a month of doing. Like all the alpha energy, the divine masculine energy is doing. The divine feminine energy is receiving. So we just went through a huge December of receiving a lot of light code activations. And now when we're feeling good, don't put pressure on yourself every day, but when we're feeling good, we're to get back to our list and start working on our to-do list. Okay. For some of you, it's moving into your mission. For some of you, basically clarion call. All starseeds and light workers on 144,000, we're all being called up to do our part this year because this is such a big year for all of us. Okay. So first off, the alpha dragon came in, and that's the divine masculine. I love that it's got a feather. So this dragon is very creative, and it will very much be like help you harness the energy of creation. Okay, so and this is a great dragon for the new moon. Let go of the old, visualize your dream, and help to manifest a new world. All right. Okay, next dragon. Let's look at this. Okay, I'll do the dragon from Saturn at the end, and then I'll move into the Orion information. Got the Earth and the Fire dragon, which is one of my most awesome dragons I love. So those of you who are doing grid work, keep doing it. And also, can you see the dragon's got its third eye on the forest? The forest, hello, aloha. The forest is our sanctuary. Trees are a sanctuary. The trees are such beautiful energy to help us all, and you can put your third eye on the trees as well. But you also, if you would like, you can work with the Earth and the Fire dragon to help you clear any energy in and around where you are. But also it says it's time for service. When you give, you receive. Okay, this is very much the giving and receiving is very much connected to our abundance flow this year. Let me have a little sip. All right. The the final message that came in is the Black Dragon from Saturn. So I've just had these, like, I've known about it, but I've had these downloads about the hacked timelines with Team D and the planetary systems that that team has used. So we have, as Team Light, we have access to Jupiter and Venus and the sun. They have access to the moon and Mars and Saturn. So those are the planetary systems that kind of got split up in the game and that they have access to. So it's interesting we got the Black Dragon from Saturn. Some of you might, okay. So a couple things. So first off, this is actually kind of connected to the Capricorn energy. It says brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Like I find the Capricorn energy is very much a taskmaster into like making a list and getting things done. Okay. So right now the message says concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision, congratulate yourself. You've all passed a test. So we all went through a huge initiation phase, and we might still be wrapping that up the last couple of days of Mercury. Mercury. That's the word I'm looking for. Post Mercury retrograde, like there's some wrap up, okay? But let's talk about the Saturn energy. Like I feel like this dragon can assist any of you who have some ill memories of the Saturn collective. And there's some planets that I've broken up with, and basically the last three I told you with, because I started to feel that that energy was interfering with me. It's like how some of us don't like the full moon energy, and some actually don't even like the new moon energy because we feel the difference in the frequency shift. It's different from the solar energy. It's like to me, it's like a disruption energy, but not everybody feels it. Not everybody feels it. But for some of us who are super ultra sensitive, it's part of our ancestral, like star lineage DNA to remember about it. So anyway, you've got a Black Dragon from Saturn to assist you if you need it. Okay. Yeah. And if any of you have any questions with whatever I'm sharing, please let me know. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about, when do you want me to talk about that? Okay. All right. I'm going to just talk. Yesterday, I talked about right now in the Northern Hemisphere, we are aligned with the Orion system. This probably happens every year, and I only noticed it yesterday, and it was actually called the Hunter. I thought, now that's interesting because the Orion system was also split up in the game. So on my journey to get here to Earth, I actually found out I just didn't materialize from nowhere. One of my incarnations, I escaped from the Orion system and arrived here. And this was my, go back home card. That's happened for a lot of us. The other thing is that the original Star Wars movies with the Rebel Alliance and is it the Rebellion? Yeah. So the dark versus the light, right? We are all the Rebel Alliance. And that galactic battle that has been going on in Orion for years, some say it's finished. So there's a little bit of truth in everything because it depends who's remote viewing. It depends who's getting the downloads, on what timeline and what reality they're on. So there's a little bit of truth in everything because the truth is actually helping a certain part of the collective heal. Okay. So in my reality, sometimes like I'm healing parts of the galactic war that probably already are over, but I was given through the holiday portal some interesting things about the Orion system. So many of us did escape the galactic wars in the Orion system, and Source brought us here. So it actually truly is a gift to be here, but it's been confusing for a lot of us for a long period of time. All right. So just a reminder that we are all one unit. We are all the team of light. We are all the Rebel Alliance, and we're here for a reason. And the game is back on, and it's just getting good. Okay. Some really strange things that I cleared for myself. So let's go back. So I offer quantum akashic readings and clearings, and sometimes it's just past lives, but many of us are now getting into clearing the galactic and the intergalactic traumas. All right. So it never surprises me when things come up. So I cleared a piece from the Orion system, the Galactic Wars, and then I was brought back and that was aligned. And I thought that's interesting. So I went through a period for a couple of days after one of the solar flares. I think it was before the big one. And I felt something very weird kind of on my shoulder, on my neck, and kind of clamped around my crown chakra and my throat. And I've had clients come to me about this before, but I didn't have the peace to get down to it until now. So just like what's going on in some very weird parts on Earth, just like the fall of Atlantis, and also went on in the Orion system, were robotic hybrid experimentation. And think about, if any of you are like Star Trek fans, think about the Borg, and the Borg installing implants into human beings. So that's what they showed me. They show, and most of us, it happened to us unwillingly. So they showed me that I had the residue of, you can call it robotic hybrids, you can call it cyborg um, installation, you can call it Borg implants, where I was, the light that came in cleared away this residue so that I could feel this reality in this timeline. So I've now cleared that, and it's gone, it's dissolved. But I had to clear galactic, intergalactic, and also for my Atlantean Akashic records as well. Okay. So some of you might be feeling that. Some of you may have had the advanced JSEALS, and you might be feeling some weird energy around you, and most likely it's connected to that. So I am now offering that as part of the scans for both the advanced JSEALS and the AI nanotech sessions. And they are on offer this month. So I just want to let you know those are distance sessions. And the reason they're distance, you get placed on a crystal grid, they're distant so there's no interference for myself or you for the healing. And you can just rest at night and go to sleep and receive the healing. Okay. All right. So that was new. That was news to me. I did not know that I was going to be clearing cyborg implant energy over the holidays. Yeah, we're always working. Even if I'm not here online or I'm out doing grid work, I'm 24/7 sleeping. We're always working. We're always um, doing something. And that would have been, like I said, many of us were having meetings with other star season light workers. We were on assignment during Mercury retrograde, and we would often we were left with dreams of either people that we knew or we didn't know. The people that we didn't know, that would have meant that we were out on an assignment, and the people that we did know is an opportunity to heal and clear those timelines. So another example is I had dreams of people from my past, from not childhood, but like teen years. And, the chance for me to run in or see those people at this point is not very high. So I connected with them in a holographic experience, and then did some healing and some clearing for myself in the morning. Okay. All right. So I wanted to share about that. Okay. Now they want me to talk about the dragons and the grid work. Okay. What did I bring in about that? Oh, the grid upgrades. So every time we go through a massive wave of light, we get upgraded, and so do the grid. So that makes sense, right? But there's also different kinds of grids. There's not just like one grid, a 3D grid, and then the crystalline grid. There are also a manipulation, like there's dark ET grids, there's dark Atlantis grids, there's things. And if we think about it, there's these grids that are connecting us to these old realities and timelines. Okay. So there's that. So the dragons are going to come in and assist us. And what did I talk about? Oh, yeah. So let's talk about grid work for a minute. So I there's a whole bunch of us that do grid work differently, but now this year we're being called to do it consciously because we're helping the benevolent galactics assist. We're helping them, we're assisting them, and they're helping us to raise the vibration for all of us. So if any of you live in and around cities, like this is a perfect tool for you to acquire to assist all of that. I still go in. I'm outside of Vancouver now, but I still go into Vancouver. I even went in on Christmas Day. And what I do is I transmute anything that's lower vibrational energy, and I bring in the light. That's kind of an easy version of it. When I consciously started doing grid work is when the dragons came in to work with me, and that was July 2017, because I ended up going back and living in the city for 2 years, and it was intense. Like it was not pleasant. Our city is beautiful. It's on the ocean. There's beautiful mountains, but I was already dealing with so many EMFs and so many other beings, like men in black kind of beings, that I can look back on now and realize that's what was going on. So my assignment was multi-purpose, including gridding the city. I gridded the city almost every day. And I was guided back then that there were 6 of us that were doing it, but we didn't know about the other ones. But I did, because I'd asked about it. I asked a lot of questions. So we're all being called to do grid work wherever we are. Now, what I was shown the last 4 days, that big wave of light that came in, it disabled some of the veils, and it's not like it opened up dark portals, it exposed fractures in our local grid system. So if you are, like right now, sirens, right? So sirens mean something's going on. If there's a lot of sirens, that means a lot of first responders are going to a situation. There were situations within 2 block radius of myself for 4 days in a row. I waited till it calmed down. I wasn't in fear. I just watched it. And then I worked with the dragons to close the dark portals and start to raise the frequency again. And I asked if dark portals were open, and the message that the Arcturians brought me was no, you're being shown what's being exposed in and around you that was already like owned by Team D, basically, the fractures. So they're dark fractures, they're dark portals, but we absolutely all have the ability to heal and close them. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to pull some dragon messages and just see if there's anything else they want me to share about that. Okay, does anyone else have any questions of everything I'm sharing? Because for some of you it might be a lot, but for others you might be actually doing your work. Bright purple future clouds that came through near Vancouver last week. Incredible exposure. I didn't even see them, Crystal. Were you here visiting? Yeah, I didn't see them at all. Oh, that's cool. No. Oh, I think that there might have been, I know that there was a really powerful sunset one day. We've had a lot of cloud cover and we've had a lot of storms as well. So yeah, I don't remember seeing purple, but I do remember there was a really beautiful sunset one night. That's amazing. Yeah. Okay. Crystal, did somebody post those photos somewhere? Okay. So I'm just asking about the grid. So that grid message is a global grid update for all of us right now. In other words, it's gonna look like, yeah, let's use the example of Ghostbusters that Rob and I were talking about. It's gonna look like there's all this strange stuff going on. And I think what we need to remind ourselves is we're not just the only players down here in the game. We have a lot of people that look like humans, but they're not really. We have reptilian shapeshifters. We have people that are wearing masks. We have other beings that are other star beings that can change the way they look and that sort of thing. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, that's beautiful. All right. So I'm just asking if there's any more messages for all of us about the Earth grid system right now. Okay. So first off, we're to call our power back right now, solar light upgrade. So we might all be feeling a little wonky because of the waves of light that have been coming in, and there's been a grid upgrade and shift. So Gaia 2 is going through her upgrades. This is about our solar plexus, which the counterbalance is the throat chakra, and also about calling our power back. Okay, so that's just a reminder of how impactful the solar flares, the waves of light are. Plus, if you all have pets, your pets are going to know exactly on the day that we're hit with a solar flare or before. So my cat right now, he's like sitting on a chair he never sits on with his back to me, but he was impacted 2 days before one of the solar flares, and he was really sick, and I thought, oh, there's something incoming, and then I wasn't feeling great the next day. So, and then I think even when the Schumann resonance finally came back online, I think it went up over 100 hertz. So just if you've got animals, pay attention to them not feeling well. It most likely is they're already integrating the light codes, because they too have a light body. They have chakras as well, right? Okay. So there's that. Order of Melchizedek, but the message on the card is embraced by the light. Your missions are all being uncovered, so don't give up. So if you're just starting out on your soul mission, or you've got delayed or redirected, you're being given an opportunity to be called back up. And I feel like a lot of the light codes that came in were mission codes, soul mission codes for that next level of consciousness and to-do list, and we're still unpacking them right now. Okay. It says Earth Star activation. Now the Earth Star is what helps us anchor to the new grid system. So the destabilization of that light wave coming in would make us feel all wonky, because our energy field is trying to connect us to the new grid system with our Earth Star. And it also Think about being on a surfboard and a big wave comes up, and knocks the surfer off their board. That's what happens to a lot of us. We get disconnected from our Earth star, and we feel a little wobbly because we're not connected to the new crystalline grid. Okay, so it says grounding and anchoring in your light to the new grid system, and that's Isis. All right. Okay, so let me see what other dragons want to come in. Ooh, I love it. We got the dark blue galactic dragon. So we've been going through a lot of galactivations. We're becoming more and more galactic hybrids, and most of us are embracing that we are star seeds, that we're here on mission. Many of us are from different star constellations, and we may have a different spin on our words or our mission, but we're all being called to do something, and it's a really important year for us all to align to that. Okay, but it just says dark blue galactic dragon is how. So our new galactic codes are being ignited right now, and we're accessing more cosmic wisdom, and we're entering into higher service. Okay, all right. Let's pull a couple more dragons. Yeah, welcome to everyone else who's joined. Aloha Leon. Please to say where you are, and if you have any questions about GridWork or you're the dragon as well. Well, I'm still in this part. Oh, I love it. Some of you are really, really connected to animals. So you're here to telepathically communicate with the animals and or care for animals. But the other message, so this is the sunshine yellow dragon. The other message is pay attention to animal spirits that come your way. Pay attention to animal spirits in your dreams or around your home. Like there's a lot of souls have been receiving messages from seeing a lot of different birds and everything. Hold on, I've actually got an animal spirit deck, and I think I'll pull a bit. You have a zoo here. I love that, Arizona. So Arizona Raven, did any of your zoo feel the feel the energies of the eclipse? Were any of them not well? So this dragon helps you to help animals, and if you're interested in communicating and connecting with the animals, they would be ecstatic for sure. Okay. On that note, while I'm shuffling this deck, I am offering two of the offers this month are Earth Grid training tools package and or the Dragon activations package. So those are both on offer this month as well. If anybody would like to add those tools to your toolkit, they're also part of a couple of the mentorship packages too. Yeah, Arizona. I know. I think so. That was the same. What you're saying about your dog. That's how my cat was as well. Yeah, yeah. So hopefully they will settle down. Oh, okay. That little card just flew. Can I see what it is? It's the frog. Okay, I'll share about the frog later. Just gonna pull a couple animal spirit cards that they've been coming in sessions as well. Okay, the first one I got was the moose, very Canadian, and the moose is about seeing your potential, taking pride in yourself, and honoring your right to be and to be here. Okay, let's pull two more. Oh, the ant. So the ant's about being busy, but the ant is also about all of us working together, working with the team. But right now, the ant message is be patient, honor your present moment, and find joy in the now. That was what was coming in the last live, is that that when the game's back on, Team D's their game is take away the joy, throw us off being happy, then we're thrown down to a lower vibration, then they can see us and track us and make our life miserable. And that energy will come through people that we know. It will come through people that we know. It will come through situations as well to create fear, right? Yeah. The final message is the hummingbird. I love that because I was just talking about the birds. The birds are very galactic, right? I love it. So our final message with the animal spirit says, embrace what makes you happy, be joyful, count your blessings, and open yourself up to pleasure and joy. So that's such a great reminder of using the tool of gratitude to get back into our now moment. And sometimes we get triggered and it takes a while. So don't be hard on yourself. Sometimes what I share with clients is to make a list of what brings you joy and then go to the list and just go do something different. Okay. All right. What do they want me to talk about next? Okay, I talked about the implants. Oh, I want to look a little bit more. I'm going to pull, I think, a few more cards for the mall ETs just to see if anything else comes in, and then I'm going to look at the solar flash. I want to see if the solar flash is still a thing or if we've changed now. Okay, so for those of you who don't know about the mall ETs, Rob and I just did a great show. You can go back and watch. We looked into quite a bit of it. I feel like there's going to be more unfolding around that even by the time he and I reconnect in 2 weeks. But I want to see if there's anything else that we need to know about this. Well, how about any of you here? Have any of you seen any ETs? Have you seen ships? Have you seen oh, you know what? Hold on. I think I'm remembering how to do this. Thank you, Arizona Raven. So before I move on, Arizona Raven, I saw a Roadrunner and a Kingfisher sitting on the same cotton bale today. Was odd. We don't have Kingfishers, but he could be passing through. So I believe a Kingfisher is the same as not the same, but similar to a heron. So I always know when I see a heron that it's like just choose peace in each moment. So that's beautiful. And I'm not sure about the Roadrunner, but that's interesting. So I would definitely look up the meaning of those animal spirits for sure. Oh, I love this. Okay. So Rainy Angel, been seeing craft since August. Cool. So Rainy Angel, what kind of craft have you been seeing? Because I know that there is different types of craft. There's light ships, and then there's also like more solid ships as well. So let me know about that. Classified. Just kidding. I love that. Golden Trinity. Oh, Waterbird and Desertbird. Cool. Sorry, I meant to hit Golden Trinity. Welcome from Texas. Classified. Just kidding. So Golden Trinity, we got a big solar eclipse that's going to be going over Texas in April. And oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah, so I can't wait to see what's going to happen. That'll be the third eclipse over Texas in the last okay, I think 2017 because we had one last year and then one in 2017. Rainy Angel, you've been seeing ships. Do you see them in like cloud shape? Do you see the light, or are you seeing like solid ships? I'm just kind of curious about that. Aloha, Julie. Happy New Year. Oh, wow. Well, welcome. Woke up to all of this just somewhere. So a lot of changes. Welcome, Rainy Angel. Yes, I know. And I feel so Year of the Dragon is going to be a massive next level of so many Starseeds and Lightworkers waking up. And we wake up in so many different ways. But yeah, some clients that come to me, it's just been very, very quickly. And then you're gonna accelerate quickly as well, for sure. Oh, I love that. Hold on. Spheres of light. Okay, so this is a good example of their light ships. So they're our team. The other team does not have ships of spheres of light. Okay. All right. What am I pulling cards about? Okay, so the cards already know. I'm pulling some cards to see if there's any other information for this group around the mall ETs that were in Miami on January 1st. And Rob and I did a big deep dive. So if you want, we went into a lot of information, so you can go and check that out. That other live that I just did an hour ago. It's on my channel as well. Whoa. This is why I wanted to do it here too. You can't make this up. I'll have to write this down. I'll have to tell him. Okay, so first off, Temple of Truth came in. So it was part and parcel of a truth exercise on many levels for a little bit of exposure, a little bit of let's see how the normal people react, and it's just time for the truth to come forward. So it says throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. Right? I have to have some tea. Okay. This card came in again, which I already pulled. Halls of Amenti, and there's that black and white checker floor. So this is it, part and parcel. It's the beginning of the unraveling of the exposure to the mainstream of all the darkness that's been going on that many of us know about now. So, the trafficking, the exposure of the people that have all been at the top that are not good beings, all that kind of thing. So, okay, Bianca, yeah, I'll come back. I'll come right back to that. That's cool. So, yeah, and it basically says secrets being revealed. Okay, can't make this up. Can't make this up either. The Orion activation, and I just finished talking about the Orion Galactic Wars, and that we're actually aligned with the Orion system right now, and it's called the Hunter. Can't make this up. And many of us are clearing, just as a refresh, many of us are clearing right now. If we've cleared all of our Earth Akashic, or if we've cleared all of our past lives Akashic, then we're starting to clear galactic and intergalactic traumas, and one of them is the Orion Wars. Okay, so it's big right now. This card is a very positive card. It's about renewal and being rebirthed by the light. And if you think about it, we are being given an opportunity to clear all of that trauma, to let the old and dissolve that old timeline of the galactic wars and let it go. Okay. Okay. So there you go. Can't make it up. I got to put those cards aside because I want to talk to Rob about that. Okay. And I want to pull some. Oh, I'm doing the Molly teas. Okay. What else do they want me to pull? I think that's it. I'm going to just do some tarot. Yeah, I'll come back to Crystal and to Bianca and Rainy Angel shortly. Okay. Thanks for all your great questions, everyone. All right. I'm just going to pull some tarot and just see if there's anything else that they want us to know about the mall ETs. So, by the way, there were multiple pieces that came in. The mini version it wasn't really planned, but it was planned. Like on a higher level, but all the lower level groups didn't know that it was a plan. And it was in a way to see on multiple levels how the local authorities would react and how the people in the mall would react. So I am getting that there were ETs, that they were being seen because many of us have had so many massive light upgrades, including the people that aren't even aware of this yet, that so much has been removed that we're able to see. I don't believe that the ETs wanted to be seen. I feel that they hadn't upgraded their cloaking system. And the other thing that's so interesting is that if it was something that was planned, they wouldn't have scrubbed all the information from the internet and or the footage as well. So it's nothing to be afraid of. They're here with us all the time, and it's getting us used to the idea that we might see a shapeshifter. We might be in a mall and see an ET wandering around, and that we're slowly getting used to it. Okay. Now what's interesting is I love it. So the other cards that came in: Seven of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Four of Wands. And this came in Rob's reading too. So this Seven of Cups is choose wisely. This is always my card that reminds me of the Indiana Jones, the Holy Grail. So everyone right now is kind of filtering out what's happened. Some people have heard of it, some haven't. But even in the truthers community, everyone's filtering through and giving their own expression. And again, they're choosing their timeline and reality. Okay. So I'm open. I'm looking at the higher perspective. And I was giggling earlier because I thought, isn't that kind of cool? Now we could be just walking around and oh, there's an ET, right? Yeah. So we also got the Queen of Swords. What does she want to share? She's helping. Okay, this energy is like that, the truth. So it's time for the old to be cleared, the old stories to be cleared, and more of the truth to be exposed. And then we got the Four of Wands celebration. So the everything that unfolded actually unfolded perfectly. Nobody was hurt, nobody was harmed, and more exposure happened to a certain individual group of people that wouldn't normally know or don't believe in UFOs, etc. Okay. All right. Let me just see. I'm just gonna go through some of the questions now. Bianca, I seen what I believe to see some type of spaceship last night. I live right by the airport, so I thought it was an airplane until the bright light disappeared out of nowhere. It was very bright. Hi, Bianca. I love that. I know. Oftentimes, so this is really interesting too, because I have been seeing ships since I was 18, long before the internet. And then I talked to a local like UFO specialist last year, and he said he had actually stopped filming the UFOs here in Vancouver because there weren't he said to me, they're either cloaked or they're not here right now. I thought that's interesting, and I haven't looked into that. Maybe that'll be another deep dive one day. Anyway, maybe what they're doing now too is maybe we've gotten to a part of the galactic experience where there are safe areas for them to uncloak and allow us to see them again, which is awesome. And I'm also like, I'm just hearing now the reason many of us haven't been seeing them is because the galactic battle is here on the planet, and where certain things are happening, especially things like I mentioned yesterday, like a robbery or whatever, that is like literally something playing out as part of the galactic battle as well. And we're just seeing it as part of like, oh, that part of the grid system is part of the dark grid system. Okay, so I love that. That's very positive, Bianca. That means that they're starting to show themselves again. All right, let's go to crystals. I feel big solar flash would be connected to an accelerated ascension path where our grid work helps cause implosion of all dark timelines, instant release, and graduation to next level. Yeah, and you know what? I would have said yes to that, but I feel like it's changed, and that's why I'm going to look into it. I feel like, and I'll share. I'll do a reading on the solar flash, and I'll come back to you. I feel like the solar flash is they're bringing it to us differently now. Okay, but it's still okay. Let me just see. Rain Angel, I'm still trying to heal, clear, feeling horrible. Are you going through ascension symptoms, Rainy Angel, or you're just, yeah, you haven't, you're to be kind to yourself. You haven't been conscious about a lot of this for a long time, so your physical body is trying to catch up with everything. Okay, just see. Let me just see what she says. Okay, Rainy Angel. My YouTube shows the videos I've taken. Well, a portion of them I've taken over 60. They appear every time I go out there in case anyone wants to check it out. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, please. If you want, is your YouTube channel called Rainy Angel? That would be cool. I would love that. Yes. Okay. Okay. So on for you and for everyone else who might be going through this or watches this later, we do go through a lot of deep cellular healing, clearing, and detoxifying, and sometimes it's really intense because we're removing old programs, density, old information, which is in our cells, our bones, our blood, our organs, everything, chakras, meridians, to embody the light and become these light beings. Okay, so ascension symptoms can be very intense sometimes. I do, just for you and for everyone, I do offer even just healing, distance quantum healing, 12 or 22 chakra sessions that facilitate assisting you, and those are, you just receive those at home as well. And they're also included with my Zoom calls too, but they were specifically set up for a lot of people that were going through ascension symptoms as well. Okay. All right. Yes, the detoxing. Yeah, you're one of the individuals right now who are detoxing a lot because you've been going through, because of the solar flares. Okay, backtrack. So I first started experiencing and knowing that I had ascension symptoms in 2011. For years they were so intense. For years they were, yeah, I sometimes I couldn't get out of bed, I couldn't drive. um Very intense for a number of years. They did, for me, they started to stabilize after a couple of years. So yeah, I'm going to show your message. It's very scary at times. Like, I feel like I'm getting my head out of water just to be pulled back under. Yeah, absolutely. I'm here when you need me, because that's the reason I went through everything I went through. That's the reason so many of us went through everything in 2012, 13, 14, and 15, because of the intensity that I had to go through to move the density out of my body. So I'll share with you. I don't really experience ascension symptoms the same way, but I will tell you, last night I was dizzy. So we're either going to be experiencing another solar flare that's coming in a few days, and or that's my integration with what we just went through. And so I just knew to go. If any of you ever feel dizzy, make sure you sit down right away. If you're driving, make sure you pull over, and make sure you lie down, because it will pass. But it's like something has occurred and your whole system is trying to restabilize. Okay. Bianca, yes, it was a very nice feeling. That's what made it different. You're welcome. Yeah. Oh, I tell you, when I first saw my first big light ship and I was driving, And this is before, it was all trees. There was not a lot of buildup in the area. I was on the freeway, and I pulled over with a bunch of other cars that pulled over, and we all so excited. There was nothing in the news. No one ever documented it. And that's when I realized, oh, they're not being seen by everybody, and or not everybody is ready to see the ships and see the ETs as well. Yeah. I actually, for those of you who are new, I found out I was a starseed when I went for a reading, a tarot reading in 1997. The reader that I picked out of nowhere knew that I was a starseed and I was connected to the Palladian system, and that was mind blowing. And anyway, so that's why here I am today assisting all of you. Okay, let's look at the solar flash. I want to ask the cards and the teams if we're still expecting like the solar flash to do so the solar flash would do a massive timeline shift to every being, animal, plant, building, everything on this planet, and there's no guarantee that it would yeah, there's a couple things. Okay, hold it. They're buzzing in my left ear. Okay, they're letting me know it's okay to talk about this. Okay, these are just theories anyway, but the original reason for the solar flash was to help. So the planet is shifting into different fractures of dimensions for various souls depending on what timeline we want to be on, and many of us are choosing new Earth 5D or higher. A lot of souls want to keep playing out like their traumas, the old energy, that kind of thing. And that's third dimension. Then there's fourth dimension. Gaia herself is mainly in 4D. 4D is where a lot of the beings Team D inhabit. So that's also a reason why we could be starting to see more benevolent ETs, but we're going to see some of the other ETs as well. Okay. So there's that part of it. So I started asking maybe 6 months ago, was the solar flash kind of a way to evacuate us all from this reality if things weren't going well? And I got a yes. And now what I'm feeling is that because it was really based on the fact of not enough starseeds and light workers waking up and doing their work, because our vibration changes where we are. So now what I'm seeing is the solar flares are getting stronger and stronger, and that might be a decision that the universe has changed to, let's just increase the frequency and the solar flares, because the solar flares are bringing in portions of the solar flash every time we get a solar flare. Okay. So I'm just going to ask the cards, which are connected to the universe, what do you want to bring to us today about information about the solar flash? Okay. Seven of Cups. Two of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. One more. Six of Cups. Okay, I'm going to pull some clarifiers. Well, that's interesting. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Pentacles, and that's actually about stability. Okay. I'm going to pull some more cards, some clarifiers, and just see if there's anything else that they want to bring in. So the Seven of Cups right now, so the universe is saying it's not something that's just going to come because we've all heard it's going to come. The choice is being looked at every single day about whether it's the best choice for humanity. Okay. Two of Swords. So this individual is at a crossroads, but also she can't see. So I'm going to do just clarifiers about those two cards first, and then I'll move on. Okay. So with the Seven of Cups, I received the Love Begins, which is the new beginning. You know what? I'm just looking at the Seven Cups, and I'm looking at all the images in the cups, and the images are all very interesting. Like one of them has a snake, and the other one has like a castle, and the other one has like blingy, like diamonds or crystals. Another one has like a lizard. So to me, yeah, one looks like an alien ship. So to me, it's like, yeah, we're all still choosing our timeline right now. And that every day is a new beginning, and we're to continue to choose our highest timeline for ourselves and for the collective. Okay. Let's see what the clarifier is for the Two of Swords. Heart chakra. So we're not going to be able to see where we're supposed to go unless we're in our hearts. Okay. So yeah, sometimes the messages that come in are not a direct answer. So we're just to keep working. This is the year of the year of the dragon, the year of the emerald heart, and we're to keep working on staying in our heart chakra. And when we're in our heart chakra, we're gonna see new earth. We're gonna be on new earth. We're gonna move to new earth every single time we're in our heart chakra. Okay. Um, and new earth to me is the new version of earth as well. And is there any, what about the Queen of Pentacles? What do you want us to know about that? Triumphant success. So I feel, so this individual is, this is about the divine feminine energy. This is about being in our power. So, okay, what I'm getting right now is what I'm getting right now is that there's enough of us that are doing our healing, that are setting our intentions, that are moving into mission, that it's clearing at an accelerated rate. And what about, I want to pull two more cards. One for the card of the Six of Cups. Okay, so Six of Cups is like being out in nature, being at peace, stopping and smelling the roses, enjoying our time here on Earth. Many of us incarnated because of Earth. Seven, deception and envy. So there's still like veils. There's still cloaks that are preventing all of us from having this. This is new earth. This is like we can do this 24/7. So we're still working through clearing the dark within and clearing the energy around this new reality. So basically what I'm hearing is that our light, our work is needed. Okay. Okay, so with the Four of Pentacles, which is like stabilization. So what I'm hearing is, so what we want is we want a stable reality. So that solar flash would be something that would just basically, change everything, and it would create a lot of chaos. So right now, the timeline, we want to keep it as stable as possible. To the clarifier is interesting, emotional withdrawal number 8, and that is like, remember to meditate and choose peace and go within and stay balanced. Okay. So that's our answers for now. And I'll come back and have another look at that another time, but that's what I was feeling. I was feeling that even the solar flash timeline has changed. And you all know I have not even looked at the solar flash for a couple of years. But I had a feeling, I just didn't have the time to look at it. I had a feeling it had a shift. So don't forget, even the solar flash, it's not like any of the benevolent galactic teams are just going to go, we're going to send in the solar flash. It's prime source creator. It's the quantum field using that as, if the Starseeds and Lightworkers, if everything doesn't go well, then we'll send in the solar flash to change everyone to the right timeline. Okay. And another word for that is an evacuation plan to New Earth. Just awesome. So I'm going to just see if there's anything else. I'm not pulling cards for anyone today. I'm just saying aloha and happy new year and doing some deep dives. Thank you, Rainy Angel. And oh, hello, Stephanie. Happy New Year. Good to see you. All right, everyone. I think that's it for today. I've been talking for like an hour. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing. And again, the offers on for this month are New Earth GridWork tool training, which will help all of you with your soul missions. Dragon activations, which will help you with your soul missions. There's a bundle of distance 12 or 22 chakra quantum healings that will assist as well. There's also the advanced JSEALS, the AI nanotech clearing, and I've still got availability for a mentorship to start at the end of this month or next month. And that is like an accelerated moving you into your soul mission. We can meet every 2 weeks, etc. So, and that encompasses a lot of packages, including the dragons and the Earth grid systems, as well as divine blueprint activations, Merkaba healing, the whole kit and caboodle. So anyway, I'm excited. I sent the message out to the universe. of whoever I'm supposed to assist with your soul missions at this time. Yeah, happy New Year to everyone, and sending you all so much love and aloha. Thank you for being here. I'm super grateful. I haven't had a live for a long time, and I'll be back soon. Yeah, I'll be releasing more content soon as well. If you didn't get a chance, please watch the video I released yesterday because that's a short update for what we're all experiencing right now as galactic star beings on mission. Okay, take care, everyone. Have a beautiful morning, evening, night, wherever you are. Sending aloha.